Hi guys, I thought I'd do a bit of a video on trading. I've been pretty successful on the trading since the trading terminal was introduced and you could search for pets. I've made 24 million gems profit in about 3 days just from trading. So it's been going alright. Primarily exclusives, so I thought I'd do a little bit on that. Doing okay, before I go into that, doing okay on the index. We're up to 995 on that one, so getting a lot of exclusives help to progress that, so soon get to 1,000, so that's not too bad. Let's just go into the trading lobby and then we can talk from there. Let's just go to a normal one. Primarily, like I said, I've been trading exclusives, and as soon as the trading terminal come out, there was a lot of really undervalued pets that people could suddenly find. So I was buying a lot of pretty rare exclusives like Guest Noob, Inferno Cat, the Sock Cat, Sub-Zero Cats, etc. And most have been trading very well as for a profit. We're up to, let's have a look, I think let's see what we're up to. Booth sales, 146 million in booth sales. Then I had a little bit of a look, we're around 15 million in trades for gems, directly for gems, and about 25 million gems from auctions. So there's been a lot of trading going on. There's probably one big mistake that I made in a lot of it, and that was for the new huge zebra when that came out. It was on wrap for 14 million, and it looked nice in the booth, and I was kind of pretty keen because it just come out. So I went for it and paid 8 million plus 9 exclusives. The thing is, my stock of exclusives was very good, like ones that were all on the rise. And when I added up, I gave him 8 million, and then it was enough to get him to around 15, so about 7 million in value. But that was the value at the time, so I probably would have sold for more. So I think I overpaid for it. Of course, I bought these exclusives for significantly less, so it was kind of okay. But when I got it and started to look around a bit, I noticed there was quite a few for sale in the Pro one, and I put it in a booth for a while as well, and didn't seem to be selling. The general look of it looked it looked nice from the side, but these pink ears, it didn't look as good as I thought it might look, so I decided it wasn't a keeper. And then I'd struggled to sell it, and I put it up at auction several times. It didn't sell. Around 40 million and 13.6, it wasn't selling. Multiple lobbies, and so I got a little bit stuck with it. Couldn't get rid of it. Tried to trade requests for other huges, but didn't go anywhere. Eventually managed to sell it at auction for 13.5 million. So that was definitely a loss, but in amongst some big profits on a lot of these exclusives. I've got a reasonable stock left. Let's have a look what I've got. What else I got? I've got a shiny stealth and a rainbow tie-dye bunny. Quite a few nightfalls, particularly a lot of tie-dyes, which is kind of getting towards a bit of the purpose of the video, because I thought I'd give some tips. Well, the first one's to be careful with tracking, careful of trading for new huges, because like with the example of the huge zebra, it's easy to get wrapped up in, there's a new huge, it looks great in the booth, and make a deal at any price. But the thing is, it's usually still hatchable, so the numbers will go up, the price generally will come down, and suddenly you can find it's a little bit saturated, and you might have problems getting rid of it. And sometimes, if you've got pets turned off, you don't get a proper look at it before you buy it, and so I'd be extra careful on that. Several times it's happened to me. Happened actually before with a trading before the trading terminal come, I bought the huge Jolly Narwhal where there's 188 of them. I paid 10 million for it. I thought fantastic, love the pet. But then I noticed over the next 40 minutes or so there was an extra 50 in the number that existed. I was like, wow, this is going up fast, and I need to get rid of this like ASAP. So it was like a desperate struggle to get rid of it before the value went. So I did manage to get off of it quickly because I've been tracking the number that existed. But I could have get lumber with it because the price did go down as low as 3.5 million eventually. So I could have lost a lot of gems on that one. So do be very careful with these new huges. Second thing I was thinking was look very closely at the number that exist. Like people are way too focused on what the wrap value is, and they'll pay almost anything, and they get themselves into big trouble. Like yesterday, I noticed I had quite a few tie-dye bunnies. They were hovering around 200k, 250k. It was gradually creeping up. And I bought them because I knew they were undervalued. There's like 14k in existence. I had a lot of them. Suddenly the price was up over 8 million. So someone must have pushed the price up. And it was just like, well, when the tie-dye's gone from the booth, they're gone for that price. And I put some in for 3 million. People are still buying them. And it's crazy, really, because, okay, eventually they might get to 3 million. I don't know if they get to 8 million, but, they're certainly not that valuable currently, and for such a dramatic increase, clearly someone's been pushing it artificially. So, you can get caught in that kind of thing. And I noticed the same's happened. I don't think I've got this one, but one of the other tie-dye ones where there's 30k exists. Someone must have pushed that. Now I know that it's 3 million wrap, which is overpriced. I've got these where there's a lot fewer 7.65k exist. That's still below 500,000, but I've got them because I know this is going to go up naturally. I bought these Griffins. There's 10k ifs because I know they're going to go up naturally. I bought other stuff because I know it will all go up naturally. A lot of stuff like Inferno Cats, I bought them very low. They're now up over 2 million. Bought Punkies, very low. I even bought this Guess Noob very low. Got down here. Now that's up over close to 6 million now. So really focus on the number that exists and kind of try to ignore the wrap. And you do get these situations where the wrap is frustrating, like this Rainbow Bunny. 300 exist. That is easily worth a small fortune. That's only got up to 1 million. For a long time it was down even 500k, and people try to lowball offer it constantly on that one, and it's worth way more than that, like based on the number it exists, and you really have to be patient with it and wait for prices to go up. So most of these I've kind of bought as an investment. I've sold so much like recently, so my stock's a bit low, but every time I sell out a load, I've been buying a load of new, and like I say, I made 24 million profit in 3 days, so it's definitely possible and more profitable than using any other area of the game for sure. The next thing I was going to say, get very familiar with with certain pets. It could just be pets you like, or it could be groups of pets like Nightfalls or tie-dyes or stealth or anything really. We'll get very familiar with them, and you will then be kind of at one with what the price should be, what's a good deal, what people are trying to sell them for. Makes it very easy to make quick decisions for sale. Who knows? It's very easy what's reasonable to sell them at, you'll just make your life a lot easier. Then you can also spot when people inflate them artificially, where suddenly, that tie-dye one, obviously I noticed it instantly because I've just been very familiar with what's a good buy price for them. So instantly it's like, wow, that's just crazy that's valued at 8 million. And so of course I adjust my prices, and I'm very surprised people are buying them quickly. So I hope they made some money. If they bought them off me for 3 million, this was when the wrap was at 8 million. Maybe they would have managed to sell them quickly, but only if they were aware that they should sell them quickly. If they'd sat there for half a day trying to sell that at 8 million, they could have ended up losing on it as the price gradually falls down again. So get very familiar with pets and avoid any kind of impulsive decisions. If you're not familiar with the pets, so they're not ones where you're constantly looking for them, you're selling them yourself, you're picking up new ones all the time. If they're not that kind of pet, then don't make that impulse purchase. Certainly not based on wrap, because you're going to get unstuck a lot of times. If you're familiar with the pets, it would be so much easier. Make those quick decisions. Make some good profit. So hopefully some of those will help you a little bit. Also factor in stuff like, it sounds stupid really, but whether the pet looks good is a big factor. Like you look at stuff like the Pop Cat or the Anime Agony, and there's a lot of them in existence. Way more than what the price should be. The huge Agony is going crazy. That's 70 million. But if we run over, where the hell am I? If we run over here very briefly, and we look at something like the Anime Agony, the small one. Look at that. There's 36.5k in existence, and it's 1.31 million, and that's just been climbing and climbing and climbing. And the only reason that is because the pet looks good. The 36.5, if you look at other pets where there's that number of existence, they're trading for peanuts. So factor that in, whether the pet looks good. Factor in whether they're 95% strength, because they're generally ones where people think, I want to get that one as a keeper. That can be part of my team if it's 95% strength. So that does have a bit of an influence. And obviously factor in how many exist. That's the most crucial thing of anything. If you do all that and spend a lot of time playing, then hopefully you can make a lot of gems yourself. I've been buying some new huges with it, and I've still got a lot of gems on me to maybe buy another huge or so. So anyway, good luck with the trading, and speak to you soon. Bye.